I hear that. I hear that. Like I said, we're gonna get properly into the music as well. But obviously, I think it was 2006, I believe.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
um, by that time, I moved to Hackney. I moved to Hackney, I think 2004. But 2006, all of a sudden, I'm hearing raw. Everyone's calling my phone to raw. Marlon's gone. Marlon's been nicked. I'm like, what? Then it's a whole palaver. And at the time of being arrested, how did you feel? Like when police have come, we've got you now. How was that feeling?
Do you know what? Yeah, I knew I was wanted here because of everything that's happened in it. Then they
Mm,
found a car and that. But remember, I've never actually had access to the car. You know what I'm
mm,
saying to you? Like the car's been sitting there for a hot minute. You know what I'm saying to you? Like obviously, everyone knows what the story is, isn't it? You know what I'm
mm,
saying to you? But for us here, we just that was just the time in it of what happened in it. So even when that happened, my mom didn't know anything because you know sometimes even though I used to live with my mom and that, my mom didn't know anything, and
mm,
this is why you can't blame the parents when it comes to the youth. You know sometimes
mm,
because we've hit it so good, yeah. No matter what, yeah, your mom, you know, some sense still don't even know. You
mm,
understand? I remember I was what 24, innit? I was 24 when I went jail, innit?
mm,
Yes, I was 24. Yeah, so for me, as a 24-year-old, you understand, living at home, you understand, my mom didn't know what I was up to. You
mm.
understand? She knows I've got cars and I buy cars and I sell cars and that, but she don't know nothing to the full extent. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
Just
So
on that then, how do parents navigate it? Because you're right. A lot of times people blame the parents. Oh, how can a parent don't know how do parents listen to you right now? And how for you as a parent would you do with your children? Thinking, well, I wonder what they're up to. How should parent navigate this?
the way I see it now, yeah, like I said to people, yeah, I said, when it comes to kids, yeah, you have to have them, you have to be a friend, a parent at the same time. You
Mm,
understand what I'm saying to you? Because more time when you're a friend with your kids and that, yeah, you might get more out of them than a parent. You get what I'm trying to
mm,
say to you? Like for me, I run joke with my son, and my son, I talk to him, whatever. You know what I'm saying to you? Like we run jokes and we keep it like, you know what I'm saying to you? He will come and tell me things, innit? Like he
mm,
won't hide nothing. You know what I'm saying to you? If he hides something and I find out, then obviously man gonna be disappointed in that. You get what I'm saying to
mm,
you? But at the same time, I keep him as my friend. You get what I'm saying to you? I tell him everything. Even now, my son didn't know everything. You get what I'm saying to you?
mm.
Remember, he just know me as his dad. So
Yeah.
for now, I have to obviously explain everything to him. My son's like basically he's 18 this year, innit? So he knows of me,
Mm,
and in the sense he knows who I am. You know what I'm saying to you? But he didn't know the other side of me, innit? So
mm,
now when he's found that out, you know what I'm saying to you, he was like, rah, like, but his mum and that done a good job to keep him, you know, some saying from that path. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been away what 11 years.
mm.
I came out, you know, what I'm saying he didn't follow that same road as me.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, but like I said, like it's gonna be hard, isn't it? To obviously tell our parents what to do more. You know what I'm saying to you, but more time you're gonna have to be strict or like you can be strict, but you have to be a friend and a parent at the same time. You get
So
me?
like let me play devil's advocate here. Let's say now your son comes home, God forbid, he comes home and says, Dad, I, I'm the new Raver now. Everyone's calling me Raver now, and I'm on this road thing. What do you tell him? Do you tell him that obviously you're gonna say don't do it, but how do you sort of that is that and because sometimes kids are so hard and you can't even discipline them. How do you work that? Would you send him away? Would you like how would that work for you?
For me, yeah, that scenario is obviously it would have happened a long time ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that was the case, in it. But like I said, for me, I used to talk to my son every day on the phone, innit? And I son make him read books to me, stories to him every single day. So for me, when my son said, "Oh, Dad, I want to do this," I said, "All right, cool." And that's what I'm saying to you.
Mm,
He said, "Oh, Dad, I want to be a scientist." All right, cool. Dad, I want to be
mm.
a fireman. Okay. Dad, I want to be a rapper. Whoa. So I said, "Listen, you can be whatever you want, you know. But this is what you do, innit? You need
mm,
to learn your books first, innit?
mm,
You know, so I'm saying to you, when you do that, yeah, you can do whatever you want after that."
mm,
I said, "Don't be a dumb rapper, innit?"
mm,
He's like, "Right, you know." I said, "Why do you want to be a rapper?" He goes, "Oh, because my friend's doing it." So I said, "What? You want so everything your friend does, yeah, you're gonna follow your friend?"
mm,
And he's like, and he thought about it. You get me? Then after about a week after, he come back to me, and goes, "Dad, you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna be a rapper no more. I want to be," and son, I want to be like, yeah, like I was just like, "Rah, like I want to be a scientist." That's what he said. Yeah, he said, "I want to be a scientist." I was like, "Rah, okay, cool." You get me? And
mm,
after that, like you know, like I put him in football, I put him in
mm,
everything, in the karate and that. but you know, like he wasn't stable in none of them.
Yeah.
And then when he went private school and that, he's obviously come back. You understand? He went private school and that. Now he plays for Tottenham now, innit? You can say it. So for me, like I said, I'm not unfortunate when it comes to my son. You get me? And I'm grateful. So like, I can't give you a scenario of any other thing apart from we know what I'm going. You can say to he knows, like, man's on him, innit? Like, my son couldn't come and tell me, oh yeah, he's on the road and nothing like that. Man, give him leeway in that to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that all can be taken off him in the split, in the split of a second of an eye. You get me? Blink of an eye. So.
All right, so let's go now to, I guess, to court then. You've been given a 10-year IPP sentence. How does that make you? What have you thought at that time about your life at that time? Like 10 years IPP.
You know what? Yeah. See, because it was so long ago. Yeah. All right. When they was talking about sentencing and that, yeah, when they said 20, when they said, oh wow, we're gonna give him 20 years or whatever. Yeah, I thought, okay, cool. You get me? So for 20 years, I'll do 10 in it. You can try to say to you. Then they come with this IPP. Remember, I'm a first timer. You know what I'm saying? So what they've actually done to me, they've set an example out of me. You can try to say to you. And my court case was so mad, yeah. It was like, I don't know what was going on because like there's so much things going on here and people don't realize if they want you, they'll do anything in their, you know what I'm saying, to anything. You know what I'm saying, in their powers. And they've rigged the jewelry, you know, son took out one of the jewelry and only remember I'm in London, yeah. And think about this here, being in London and in South London, you know what I'm saying to you. There was only one black person in the jury, and they took out the black person and said he can't do it no more. You know what I'm saying? So from that year, I thought to myself, right, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But when I basically cut long story short, yeah, I went to Old Bailey, innit? And Old Bailey said, no, this ain't serious enough to have this case in there. You know what I'm trying to say to you? So we need to just bring it somewhere else. So I thought, okay, cool. I'm gonna fight this case. You know what I'm saying to you? I could have gone and said I plead guilty or whatever, but I said, no, I'm gonna fight this case as whatever the weather, innit? And that's the route I went down. And when I went down that route, they just start doing bare stitch up here. They come to the prison. They took my DNA here from the prison, and from that year, I was like, rah, like, you know, like man was like, rah, like, what's going on? You know what I'm trying to say to you? But man couldn't stop it because it was just like the screws. Everyone was involved. The governor, you know what I'm saying to you? So I was like, wow, what the fuck's going on? You get me? And then boom, now that happened now. And then I thought, rah, like my case. I thought my case was gonna be for long, innit? But only like 7 days, and that 7 days was just like, that was it, man. Everything just went downhill.
So what prison was you in at first?
I went Brixton first. I went Brixton from Brixton. Yeah, I went Brixton first.
All right, how was it then being sort of a big name in Peckham and going into Brixton? Was it like people like, that's him? Or was it like, nah, my man's cool?
No, you know what, yeah? I don't know what people actually thought was going on, or you know what I'm saying to you, but it was nothing like that. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, I've had a few altercations, but it wasn't really like no solid thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, but it was someone else from Peckham, innit? It wasn't like, but what they tried to do, they tried to hide and do it. You know what I'm saying to you? But they didn't tell them who I was. So when people tried to come and try to attack me now, and I looked at them, I said, what are you doing? They're like, they look around and they couldn't see the person that tried to tell them, innit? So what man tried to say, oh yeah, he's got problems with the brothers and Muslim and rare. They tried to pay that card, innit? So when they said, wow, what's going on? So they tried to figure out straight away. They couldn't see my man. They're like, rah. And when I looked and I saw it was there, I said, why do you think? I said, ask him why do you think he's at the end of the landing and he won't come close to me? And they're like, huh? And you know what I'm talking about, innit? Obviously that big guy, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So I was like, rah, like after that now, they're kind of thinking, rah, my man's a big boy. And
okay, yeah.
So they're thinking, right, he's a big boy and he's scared to come to my man here. You get me? So when they found out now, and I said, go and ask him, innit? So when he's come out now, he's like, oh, no, rare. The man start talking to me, oh, I didn't know you was Raver. I was like, oh, you're Raver, yeah. But problem with Brixton on that. Like that. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
Second, someone's trying to call me. Sorry, someone's trying to call me for Taba. Apologies. If he calls one more time, I'm going to tell him I got the Taba. But yeah, someone's trying to buy a goat meat. We're in a meeting right now. We can't do no goat meat right now, man. Sorry about that. Yeah, so, all right. So you've moved on. So how did you occupy yourself? How did you occupy your time during sort of prison? What sort of did you do? Courses? How did you call it? Keep up with everything?
Yeah, I've done a few courses in that. You understand? I started, like I said, I started reading the Bible and that more. You understand my scriptures and that. Then I started to go to church. You understand? Like I'm the only person that was like probably I'm the only person that's not Muslim in the whole. You know, what I'm saying like around everyone was Muslim. I'm around. Innit? I was probably the
Mm.
only person that's not Muslim. You know what I'm saying
Just to touch on that, how because I remember being in jail and I used to actually like the conversation because I knew a bit about Bible as well. So I would argue my points of the Bible. How was there any sort of intimidation by anyone saying that you must? Because me, every Muslim I've gotten with them because we used to engage. Was there anyone ever trying to do an intimidation thing because of Islam or anything like that?
come on now, really,
Mm.
like really, yeah. No,
For the
man. That's
people
what
who
I said.
don't know,
For
for the people
me,
who don't know, they never know. Cause like in jail,
no,
different
for
things happen all
me,
the time, innit?
yeah. But for me, yeah. Remember, I am who I am in it. That's
Mm.
one thing you can't take away in it. But for me, yeah, like I said, like most people, they was my friends. You know what I'm trying to say to you from
Yeah.
outside, people that I've met inside, they were my friends. You know what I'm saying to you? But they wouldn't ever, no one would ever try to come and approach me and try to intimidate me in any other way. Not even people from another area. And something to remember, I don't have problems with people direct. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying to you? So it wasn't a thing that raw people would be like, oh, raw, my man, you know what I'm saying to you? Like, he's involved in this and involved in that.
Mm.
Like, you know me already. I just keep it like, if it's a direct problem, then it's going to be a problem, innit? But if it's not a
Mm.
direct problem, we're cool. We ain't got no problem with you. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying to you? We're not going to start no problem. But like I said, most of them people that I've met from Brixton and all over, man's always been cool with everyone. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying to you? Because obviously, remember, everyone knows the other side of me now, innit? You know, like they're
Mm.
thinking, wow, my man's like, he's actually a quiet guy. He's like
Mm.
humble, you get me? Like, you're hearing the name and seeing the face is two different things, innit? That's
Yeah.
what people don't understand. Like, I don't go out there and cause problems. You know what I'm saying
Mm.
to you? But if problem comes here, I can defend myself. You know what I'm saying
Mm.
to you? So can everyone else. You get
So,
it?
so finally, after all that time in jail, you've got your parole. How was that feeling when they said, "All right, cool, you got your parole now"?
Do you know what? Yeah, that time, yeah, like I said, like, every year come by, yeah, they weren't giving me nothing. You know what I'm saying to you? They gave me my CCAT in the last 8 years. Yeah, 8 years. The last 8 years, 8 years they gave me my CCAT. And it's 8 years. Come here, 8 years, 9 months. 215 they gave me my CCAT, innit? Yeah, 215. And that's what
Okay.
I'm saying to you. So from 215 July, they gave me my CCAT, my DCAT. No, sorry, my DCAT. Because they was trying to hold me back for time, in it. So they were just doing everything to me. Probation, all my probation fucked me up. Every single one of them fucked me over. I've never seen them face to face here. They fucked me over. They're
Mm.
just chatting bare shit in the thing, saying, yeah, I'm this, I'm that. You know, so I'm making up bare rubbish. You know, so I've never chatted to these people in my life. You know,
Mm.
so I'm saying to them, make up so much allegation, holding back for years and years and years. And one time I just got fed up here. We just start being complaining in that year. And we obviously start changing up. You get me?
Mm.
You know what I'm trying to say? So from that, like, gone to parole. They've never processed my paperwork, so they fucked me up again. They get me, and then from 215, yeah, from 215 I was meant to get my what's it called? They never gave it in 215 because they fucked me up. Because what they done, they didn't put my paperwork in time, so
Mm.
I had to wait 216. When 216 come now, February, they said, yeah, we're gonna go back February. If February come here, they never gave it. They said, oh, we're gonna extend it again. Then extend it to May, no, June actually, and then I got my DCAT in June. Instead
Mm.
of getting released, they gave me DCAT, and I was like, fuck,
Yeah.
you get me? And went DCAT here, and I sat down for DCAT for almost 2 years. And
Mm.
from that, and as I'm saying to you, came out.
So, once you're out now, like, how did it feel? Did like being
Nah, for
out?
me, for me, it's just adaptable, innit? Remember, man went to jail for the first time, so I had to adapt to that, innit? And
Mm.
coming out, it's not like I don't know, you know, some freedom. You know what I'm saying to you? For me, I just thought, like, remember, because I've already had my transition from 010 and that, you know, something I said to myself, right, you know what? I'm never gonna sell drugs again. I'm never going down that road. You know what I'm trying to say? I made my vow, innit? And I said,
Mm.
never again. You get me? So as I said to you, start reading my Bible hard, yeah. I never miss a scripture every single day I was reading it. I never miss a scripture for years and years, for over 5 years.
Mm.
You know I'm saying to you, every day before I go to bed, yeah, I make sure I got all my scriptures. You get me? So all that there kind of built me up, you know what I'm saying to you, to kind of like made me awaken my talent, my gift, sorry.
Mm.
So for me, my gift was a calling. It wasn't something that I was doing back in the days. I
Mm.
just woke up randomly and start singing and writing. So I had to kind of understand that why is this happening to me? You get me? So I kind of just start writing every single day for the last 5 years. of it. So I said, nah, I'm gonna write. So I keep on writing every single day in that year. And by the time comes now, you know what I'm saying? Like I was doing so good, yeah, I was still getting a fight. So no matter what I was doing, I was still getting a fight. You know what I'm saying to you? And then I finally got released. And now it's gonna be almost 3 years I've been out.
Okay, so 3 years out. So we're now gonna move on to the music. So I remember seeing you on Instagram and you're sending sort of snippets, and I was thinking, what? Raver singing? What's going on? When did Raver start singing? Like, what's going on? And then everyone like, yeah, Raver sings. So I'm like, cool. So I remember you done, I think the first song you released was the Mother's Day one, went to go and purchase that to also support. And then you came up with, for me, I believe, yeah, it's an underrated track with Bad Up. I think the industry slept on it. Because my missus is half Jamaican, half Nigerian. And when we playing it to her, her Jamaican side all came out like, oh, what is this? What is this? So how did you come up with that song? And also, do you believe that the industry slept on it? Because for me, that song should be known. I mean, it's known. It's well known.
It's still known. It's getting there. It's getting there. But for me, yeah, remember, yeah, 2018, my first single was Mother's Day. Yeah. Because obviously I wanted to share that with my mum in it to say sorry. That's what I'm saying. So that was my sorry for my mum and every other mum. So what I had to do, I had to incorporate it to make it go out to every mum. That's what I'm saying. So I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to, you know, like sometimes, yeah, like you can do things and be like, oh, no, it's for my mum or whatever. You know, something. It was for my mum initially. Then I sat down and I said, you know what, I need to make it universal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying to you? So there's mums there's my aunt, there's my nan, you know what I'm saying to you? There's people around the world, my sister. So I just kind of started to make it universal, and I made it universal so everyone can relate to it. You get me? For me, that was my first song in it. So for the first 2018, I didn't put nothing else out. That's for a reason, because I was preparing my R&B stuff and that. Then came 2019, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna put my R&B out January. Then January came, I thought. February came, I thought, you know what? March came. Then one day, someone said to me, like, Billy the Kid and Glam was in the studio with me. They was in the
shout
studio
out Billy and shout out Glam as well.
Yeah, they was in the studio having a session, innit? And they're like, "Rah, Marley, why do you do bashment, man?" I said, "I do bashment, but I just don't write. I just don't record them." And they're like, "Rah, you get me?" So I said, "Cool." So I put the thing on YouTube, find a beat, and I just done it straight. I think I done 2 takes, and they're like, "Rah." I said, "Let me do a next take," and the man like, "Nah, leave it." You get me? And from that day, that's when I started making bashment, because I said to myself, you know what? Let me give the people what they want here, because obviously I'm from Jamaica, innit? I grew up in Jamaica, I know how it goes, and so I thought, you know what? Let me do this and make everyone, you know what I'm saying to you? So I had to write more stuff to say, right, I don't want it to be a fluke, innit? So I've got loads of stuff in it, so I thought, you know what? Let me just do my thing. So I just done bare bashment, and some bare R&B, I've got Afrobeat, I've got soca, I've got gospel, I've got country, I've got everything you can think of. So I thought, you know what? Let me just put out the bashment for now, yeah? I said to myself, the one thing I won't do is swear in my music, because there's kids, and so I've got kids at the same time. You get me? My mom's never heard me swear, so I thought, you know what? Let me just actually do my stuff without swearing. That's why I do my music without no swearing. You know what I'm saying to you? Try to keep it on a level that if your son or daughter or kids hear it, they're not going to be, you know what I'm saying to you? All it is, bare people, it's cool. You can do whatever you want when it comes to your music or whatever, yeah? But for me, like I said, I've been to the negative side, innit? So I'm trying to go on the other path, because obviously most of these youths out here, all they're doing nowadays is just killing each other, not realizing there's people out there, there's people inside that's doing 30, 40 years here, they're not seeing no one again. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how much you're saying, oh, my friend or whatever, yeah, life, everyone moves on. You know what I'm saying to you? I done 11 years, you understand? I've got friends, but I didn't phone people and bother people, because remember, people have to get on with their life. So I had to make sure I have to do me. You know what I'm saying to you? So think about people that's doing 30, 40 years, yeah? They're not seeing road. No matter how much you're going to try to look after them or whatever, yeah? Like, there's going to come a time you're going to have family. Things change, innit? You know what I'm saying to you? But most of these youths, like, they're not realizing, like, everyone's trying to be bad. You know what I'm saying to you? You got man on the internet talking about, I'll do this, man, I'll do that, man, yeah? Anyone that's bad, yeah, realistically, yeah, they don't talk. You don't see them come on anywhere and say, rare. It's common sense. You know what I'm saying to you? So you have people that talk, and you have people that don't talk. You have people that show off, you have people that don't show off. You know what I'm saying? Remember, everyone doing things for clout. I don't care about what people doing, what people's got. I don't care about none of that because I've been doing this thing for the last how many years, and something I've been on the road from a young age, and I've been doing this thing, innit, when it comes to, I'm saying to you. So for me, I don't care what goes on, I don't care what people do. I'm trying to say to you what they want to do, but like there's bare people out there with power, yeah, in the sense of like they can make a difference to the youths coming up. You know what I'm trying to say to you? And that's what I mean by power, like influence, like use it wisely, innit? Don't like try to use it in a negative way, like you're trying to show off and oh yeah, I've got this, I've got that. And when they're seeing that, they're just thinking, wow, we need to go and do this and we need to go and do that. So what do you expect them to go do when they're not making? Remember, people don't even have jobs out here, innit? It's hard to get a job. So when people thinking, wow, like my man's got that year, through that year, I'm gonna go do it. And sometimes I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna go do that. That's why a lot of people are going OT and whatever, yeah. But let me tell you one thing I've learned here. All the negative things I've done in my life here, even selling drugs or whatever, yeah, man's made a lot of money. Man had a lot of cars, man had a lot of stuff here. But if man was doing the positive, yeah, same way, where would man be right now? And that's why I said to myself, never again. I said, I've never ever sold drugs. I will never let no one sell it for me. I would listen. I don't hang around people. You know what I'm saying? I stay by myself and I just do what I'm doing because the way I sit here, like, I can only account for me, innit? And how, for you.
So I'm gonna say so. And how hard has it been, or how easy has it been? Because for me, it was easy. When I come out of jail, it's easy just to say, you know what, I was in jail. No one done nothing for me while I was in jail. So when I come out, I'm gonna be cool. Has that been easy for you as well? Like, you know what?
Think about it like this, yeah. You've obviously been there, innit? We've been in jail. People that's been in jail here, everyone knows this, innit? No matter how much money you've got here, you're living the same as everyone else. So some people live on £7 a week, some people live on £10 a week, some people live on £15 a week. And so the max certain people are getting on their canteen here, and sometimes through their private is £25. And so maybe now probably gone up. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you've got, yeah, you're living the same. You know what I'm trying to say to you? So realistically, if man can live in jail on £7 a week here, why can't you come outside and do 9 to 5?
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying to you? Why can't you do this? That's what I'm telling you. So that's why man have to think like raw. Like if man have to adapt to that, yeah, then we can adapt to anything. You know what I'm saying? And that's how easy it is. So you have to understand, like, it's not hard, innit? Nothing's hard in life. You know what I'm saying? If you put your mind to it, you can do whatever you want to do. Like, you just have to just put your mind to it and go with it and just don't give up. Remember, I've been out doing this year and been out 3 years. I've not made no money from music, but I make music because I found myself. You know what I'm saying to you? I don't feel no way, oh, I'm not going to, from long as I'm happy, I don't care. You know what I'm saying to you? Me making money is I'm happy. You know what I'm saying to you? So for me, like, it will always pay off. You know what I'm saying to you? No matter what you do in life, it will pay off. If you're constantly going and doing it and being consistent, yeah, it will always pay off. You know what I'm saying to you? So if everyone out there doing negative, yeah, remember the government, yeah, it's a system. Their system is for us, innit? Like the youth growing up in the streets, you know, something to suppress us, to make us think that, right, you know what, this is what we need to do. If we all turn around and say that we're not doing that no more, they won't have a job. In that, you know, something, there won't be a prison. There won't be none of these things. Like people ain't coming to that sense that like it's either in the ground or a long time in jail. Like, come on, man. You trust me. Like most of you are young, innit? Like if you got a choice, if I had a choice, then you know, trust me, my choice would be what I'm doing now, and I'll be real. You know what I'm saying?
Touching on the music again, so you got a new track that's come out not too long ago, Eruption. How did that come about, and what are your hopes for that? Because I know you said you don't really care about the money side, you enjoy making the music. So what's your hopes for Eruption, and how did that song even come about?
You know what, yeah, I linked up with some DJ from America, and I said to him, Ross, send me a beat. And I said, send me some beat, because I see producer, and I always say to people, yeah, when I see producer, I always say, send me a beat, so I can kill it, and that. And so, you know, some people might think, oh, whatever, man. Every one of my songs I put out here, I've said the same thing to every person. I said, send me a beat, let me fuck it up. And something like, what do you mean? And so I said, if send me the beat, and I just send it back. I said, that's the thing, you get me? Eruption now, the guy makes EDM music, and he's like, rah, I've got a beat there, I don't know. And so I'm saying, not sure about it, but, you know, so when I heard it straight away, I'm like, rah, you know what, boom. I just start playing around with it. And that was it. He begged me. I wasn't even supposed to put no music out. He begged me to put it out. He's like, rah, please, like, this is, you know, so I said, you know what, cool. I just made a cover and just put it out. Because remember, I just dropped Cool Breeze, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to push Cool Breeze till the summer. And then after he's begging me, like, I thought, you know what, let me just give him that and just done, man. And that's why I've done that. But you know, like people got songs about skin out and rock out and whatever, yeah. So I tried to take my approach in it, like the no swearing approach. So I thought, how can I make it one of them kind of songs, but not that direction of saying skin out and cock up and, you know what I'm saying, and say all kind of, you know what I'm saying. So I thought, you know what? I thought of the word and I thought, eruption, roll, reverse, roll. You understand? That's how I came up with it. And I thought, you know what? Just a little wiggle, wiggle, jiggle, jiggle. And then we just start playing around and then it was just a rap from that.
So I know myself personally, coming out, making a transition and trying to get support from people, you know, is hard because they're saying in the Bible that you might know as well, a prophet is not recognized in his own town. That means being said, other people, strangers will believe more in you than the people that normally around you to support you. And I found that. Do you find the same thing, that more strangers support you than the people that were close to you?
Yeah, that's always the case, isn't it? That's always the case in life. Remember this, you know. Remember, man gone to prison, yeah, and the people that man have to live with, you know, what I'm saying, there's people from different area, people man don't know. You understand? That's why man become close with people from different areas, and sometimes because we've been living the same thing. Remember, if people ain't living the same way you're living, you know, so it's going to be hard for them to relate. You get what I'm trying to say to you? So coming out, yeah, I won't say that people in supporting man, but people more know that man wants to do things on their own. You get what I'm trying to say to you? Man wants to kind of just do everything on it by themselves. You get me? Because you know it's easy to be jumping on doing things to other people and that, yeah. But I just want to do things myself to find out, like, 'cause remember, yeah, sometimes if you're not struggling, yeah, how are you gonna where you gonna go? You can say to you, you're gonna go back to what you know in it. So for me, I wanted to struggle in the sense of, no, I need to feel the struggle to do what I'm doing. You can say because when I was inside, I was feeling the struggle. So I thought, you know what, I need to know how the game works. I need to know what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and that's what man kind of done. Like in the sense of, I won't say people ain't trying to help, man. I just said I wanted to take on a responsibility of my own to find out, you know, something to see how badly you want to do something. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I've kind of just gone that direction. But a lot of people that I don't know support me. A lot of people I don't know showed me things that, in some sense, maybe teach me a lot of things.
Yeah.
People DM me all the time, and be like, "Rah," and when I reply back to them, they're shocked that I reply, and I'm saying, "What do you expect I want to do?" Not, if it's negative, I won't reply. You understand? I just block you. I don't care because one thing you're not gonna understand here. That's why I said to look up the comment because people feel power when they're typing or whatever. Yeah, I don't have to read a comment. I don't care about what you want to say. So for me, like I said, like I just think, you know what? I don't even care, man. I just do what, like I said, I always do what I want to do. So I thought, you know what? I need to feel the struggle in a sense. So that's why I've gone to kind of push myself, do it my way. Because I don't have a team, I don't have no one. I just do everything myself. You get me? People help me. People teach me along the way. People I don't know, you know, something all the time. So a lot of people DM me all the time, talking to me, and I'm talking to them. Sometimes I'm talking to people for hours. You know, sometimes they're like, raw, like I've talked to some guy saying he's gonna do some madness, and I'm saying why? You know what I'm saying? So I start giving him time, I start talking to him, and from that, yeah, it just changed the direction. I said, raw, like my nan died, yeah, I wanted to go away, and then I never had no money, and I was gonna do something mad. And then I said, brother, just take your time, you get me? Just work and we're. Then the following week, he messaged me back and saying, raw, like, thank you. My work decided to pay me early. I can fly to India now, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, raw, like, you get me? And he's like, thanks, because, like I said, yeah, like, it's always going to be the case. And the people from your area is going to always support you regardless. That's how it goes. People from the country is not going to support you. That's what I'm saying to you. Like, that's how it goes. That's just life, innit? You can't pinpoint and be like, oh, raw. You can't feel hard done by, innit? You have to just think like, you can't even say I'm unfortunate. You have to think that's just life. People are gonna like you, people are not gonna like you. People are gonna test you, people are not gonna test you. People are gonna provoke you. Like I've got trolls here, and I don't know why. And I just laugh. You know, I just laugh because I'm thinking you've got the right person because you can troll me all you want, yeah. I'd rather you troll me than troll someone else, yeah, and end up taking their life. And sometimes you can troll me, but I'm all right. I'm easy with it. If you troll someone else, they might not take it the way I would take it, and end up doing what I'm saying to you. So for me, I just entertain it.
So going forward, are we gonna see Raver the movie, Raver the book, Raver the drama series?
I don't know. I don't know about all that. You understand? I'll be real with you. You know me already. I'm a quiet person. I'm a private person. I just want to do me. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, if it's gonna help, yeah. And this is why I said to you, if I'm doing an interview with anyone, yeah, no matter what platform I go on, I tell people if it's not gonna help the youth and that, yeah, or you're gonna talking about certain whatever, I'm not a part of it. You know what I'm saying to you? And I said to you, I told you, right, you know what? In time, if it's gonna help, yeah, and I think that if we think that it will help people, then I'll do it. If we don't think it's beneficial, and something to then I'll be like, right, you know what? Because remember, a lot of people want to hear the gritty and the something, but you know how it goes, isn't it? Like showing all that here might portray in a wrong way. People might think, right, yo, man's go. I don't glorify nothing, can it? So for me, that's why I said to myself, I don't even want to go that way. You get me? Because remember, if I'm not putting in my music, and something, it makes sense to me. Because remember, even Bad Up here, Bad Up wasn't about badness. Bad Up was about, right, you know what, the beat's called Bad Up here, and the first thing that come to my mind was that, you know what I'm saying? The reason why I didn't do Bad Up, yeah, in a club, yeah, because of the stigma. You know how it goes. Man can think, right. Remember, people thinking about, yeah, man's going to be in chains, man's going to have this and that. I'm a simple person. I don't care about jewelry. You know what I'm saying? But I've done it in a way that, right, no, let me just do it in the park here. So, and you know, the thing is, yeah, one of my brothers told me to do it in the park. You get me? He said to me, right, Marley, don't do it on no club or nothing. You get me? The big man said to me, Marley, do it in the what's it called, innit? In the park. You understand? Let it be like natural. You know what I'm saying? And I thought, you know what? I've got people. And this is what happens all the time. Yeah, I've gone to people bare time for helping and like dancers and that, yeah. And I say, right, come true. They're like, whatever. You get me? So no one don't want to help, man. And no one don't want to. So man saying, right, how can man support you if you're not supporting, man? As a dancer, you go in the club, yeah. You skin out, you wind up, and you do all sorts of whatever, yeah. But when man comes to approach you to give you something, in a sense, as a bigger platform, in the sense of, right, you know what, yeah, you can put yourself out there and go and start teaching people to dance and doing a lot of different things. You get me? You refuse that, but then the next week you're in the club again doing the same thing. Like, it don't make no sense.
I hear that, man.
So what I do, I only mess with people that when they do things for me, I say, you know what, cool, I'll mess with people that mess with me. So every dancers that dance for me, I'll always go to them first more than anyone. You know why? Because when I was at my lowest times, they was there for me. And something. So I said to myself, I don't want to be in no videos, yeah. What I'll do, I'll get actors, I'll get dancers. If they want have more screen time, they can have that. And something to you. And my music will speak for itself. So that way, everyone can actually have a little time. You get what I'm saying? It's a little process of being in the open of exposure. You get me?
So what would you say now? Like, obviously Peckham has changed completely. Like, I didn't know, like, obviously after sort of my era, I guess it was the transition to the PYGs, and then now we hear of Zone 2 and so on. And even after Zone 2, there'll be more kids coming up. What would be your message to them living that life that you had? What would be your ultimate message to them that you want to lead them with today?
You know what, yeah, no matter what we do, yeah, people are going to listen, innit? And it's something to you because they just think, as I said, most of these kids are glorifying what's going on, the music, and something. So most of these people, they're not going to want to change. And remember, see in life here, you have to want to change to become, you know, something to go to the other path. You can't just say, rah, you know, something to rah, rah. You have to say to yourself, I want to change. And that's the only way people are going to change. You can't force people to change. You know what I'm trying to say to you? We can still try put the message out there of where man's gone wrong and what man life's been like. And that's what I'm thinking about. Is people going to take that advice? Is people going to understand? And that's where man's come from. Remember, a lot of people don't know where man's come from. And that's what I'm saying to you. Most of these little youths that's from Peckham right now, all they're doing is this bare stupidness. And that's what I'm saying to you. Remember, in our era, it's always been about money. You know what I'm saying to you? It's always been about money.
Yeah, for real.
Before any badness, it's always money. You know what I'm saying to you? Because it was never badness like, yeah, I'm gonna go rob someone or whatever. You know me. I've never been a robber. You know, never been a robber. You know me. I'm a hustler. You know what I'm saying to you? So for me, like I've always think, you know what? I can turn it up easy on a phone. I can turn up my life easy. You know what I'm saying to you? But like I said, you have to have a time and a standard to say, wow, when is it gonna end? That's why I said to myself, I'll never go back here, and I've never looked back in the last 7 years. You know what I'm saying to you? It's easy to go back, yeah. But like I said, I made my vow, and I know who I'm true to. You get me? If I'm not true to myself, then you know what I'm saying to you? Like, I don't mind the struggle. I don't mind the failure. You understand? Because without that, yeah, I wouldn't be who I am today. Without that, I wouldn't be a drug dealer back then. You know what I'm saying to you? I wouldn't be a drug baron. I wouldn't be a drug baron if I wasn't taking on failures. You know what I'm saying to you? So for me, right now, I don't mind failing, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to keep on trying and trying until I get to where I want to go.
I like what you just said there at the end quickly. Drug baron is like, the other day I got rid of 250 boxes of taba, and I was like, who else you know can get rid of 250 boxes of taba? And
I saw someone put my name.
Crafty said, yeah, Marley. I was like, oh, okay. So it was that rule back then. I was like, oh, fucking hell. Sorry for swearing, apologies. But big homie, Marlon, like, I appreciate you for coming down to speaking to the kids, for them to get knowledge, like, you can have it all and it can all be taken away from you again.
Definitely.
How like short life is, and like you made a transition. So all I say to people that's listening, that's watching, go and support the big homie, follow his page, listen to his music, subscribe to his YouTube, put his streams up, because he's living testament of, you know what, someone who used to live a certain lifestyle and decided, you know what, I'm gonna change it. There's been a reason why I've been hounding him for the last 2.5 years to come on Instagram or come and do an interview with me. Because
you only asked me yesterday, and you're like, listen, and I said, you know what?
No, with the Instagram, but I've been telling you, I've been trying to hound you to do things for ages, for at least 2.5 years. So for me, for you to come and do it for me, I really appreciate, and I want people to go out there and really support him, because like, I get backlash from people saying, oh, you ain't got the authority to talk about Peckham. I'm like, cool, okay. I'll get the authority of someone who lived that life, and he can come and say, because I only can talk about my experience, but these are the people who set pace. So I'm trying to do interviews with a few more people from Peckham and that as well, so the young kids can understand that it's only gonna go one way in the end. But bro, I appreciate it, man. And
one more thing.
Yeah.
Like you asked me, I've never been the boss of Peckham.
No, yeah.
I've never been the boss.
He doesn't like that title.
The reason, no, it's not a title. No, it's people saying that. Remember, I've got a squad, my team. They've never been a boss. You understand? I'm not bigger than them. They're not bigger than me. You understand? We're all on the same level ground. So people outside will say, yeah, Raver's a boss or whatever, yeah. It might be, remember, they say it because of the way I move, in the sense of I'm a diplomatic person. You get me? Other than that, yeah, like, you understand, I'm level grounded, but I've never been, you've never heard me once, ever, and I will never say it. I'm the boss of this.
You'll never say it, but I'll say it at the time. I'll say it at the time.
People will say it, but
the boss. You was recognized.
I don't know. I don't know, but that's like I said, because I was been on the forefront, people will say that in it and say, oh, Raver. But it's not just Raver, in it. Without gigs, without Knox, you know, without Spain, without anyone else, there wouldn't be a Raver.
No, like
those
names there as well. Like that's like I said, those are the names that when I go to jail, people say, oh, do you know my man? Do you know my man? Do you know my man? Those are the names that I guess for my generation lifted Peckham. I mean, there's people generations way above us as well, like you said, like the Quasis and that, who set pace. And
no, but do you know what? Yeah. Now, do you know what? Yeah, for me with my name, yeah, people more look at it like, if you know me, people be like, rah, now Marley's certified. You get me, in the sense of, now Marley's a good guy, man. You get me? So if you know Marley, or you're Marley's people, you know, sometimes people more gravitate to you and, you know, sometimes look after you, or you can try to show you love. You know, sometimes, because that's how man's been with people, isn't it? From the jail to outside. You get me? But like I said, you support me from day, you understand? You've never showed me no disrespect, you know, something. None of your people show me disrespect. So for me, I get phone calls all the time. Oh, what's my man doing? What's my man doing? I said, I'm not being funny, yeah, but I don't see my man doing anything wrong, because at the end of the day, he's interpreting the story in the way that he's saying. He's not saying that right. He knows, you know, something. He's this, he's that, and people say, oh, right, my man's this and my man's snitching and my man's saying, but I'm not being funny, but how? You know, something. We all know the snitches are. You know, something when it comes to the ends, isn't it? Like, that's how most man in the ends. You know, something. But man still won't highlight that to make people look down at people. You know what I'm saying? Man would be like, we know. You know, something. So we just keep it like it is what it is, man.
No, man.
Like I said, you've always been there. That's why I know I've refused, and I said to you, rah, but because even yesterday when he phoned me, he said, rah, listen, I said, you know what? Okay, you get me. I have to give in. I said, if I don't do this right now, this guy's not gonna leave me alone. So I said, let me just get out of the way here and it's done. You understand? It weren't nothing for no clout. It weren't nothing for that. It's just like, you know what? Let me just get out of the way, innit? Like, the past is the past. You know, something. Yeah, we lived the life. We've done this. We've done that. You know, sometimes there's a lot of things that man can talk about, but it makes no difference because we're not trying to glorify nothing.
100%. Now, like I said, bro, it's always love, man. And like I've said, anytime You know, man's there, man. I appreciate it. And guys, like I said, go and follow the big man. Follow his page. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. Listen to the music. You got any songs you want to play for us to see us out?
No.
Nah? I say no, man, bro. I appreciate it, man. All the best, bro.
Love, brother, yeah?
There you go, man.
Respect.
Yeah, guys, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate everyone that tuned in today, man. Big respect to Marlon for taking part. I got a few more guests and that coming up soon as well over the next few weeks. Some surprise people as well, people you might not expect to be on here as well. But the whole point of that was, you know, to show like, you know what, like you live a certain lifestyle and it can be taken away from you any single time, and then just to show the truth of the consequences that can come from that, but also that it's not over for you. You can always change. So I can imagine how when he first got the sentence that's given him 10-year IPP, how distraught that must be. Rough for 10 years and you might not even get out at that time. But he managed to turn around, and then I wouldn't say he's humbled himself, because he's always been humble. Always been humble. You can see from when he's talking, he's always been humble. But it's a lesson for a lot of young people that's out there right now on the roads. And anyway, I bid you all good night, and thank you for tuning in. I'm going to try and post it up on YouTube later on as well.